Hi, the section 5b is the yield rate unique. So we defined the yield rate as the positive solution of the present value is net present value is equal to 0. And in the previous example, that was unique. But in general, the short answer is not necessarily. So sometimes the internal rate of return is not unique. So they explain with this example. So think about the cash flow of this. So at first you have to pay $1 at time 0, and you receive $2.3 at time 1, and you have to pay the $1.32, $1.32 at time 2. So what's the internal rate of return for this one? So to get the internal rate of return, basically we have to solve NPV is equal to 0. NPV is a function of I. So if we calculate NPV, okay, so at first $1 because the L naught is 1, we have negative sign here. And then the asset is 2.3, so positive 2.3 times V and negative 1.32 times V squared is equal to 0. And you can see that the V is equal to 1 over 1 plus I. So we can write that this equation as this. Then you multiply both sides by 1 plus I squared. So negative 1 plus I squared. Maybe just we change the symbol, so positive, and the negative 2.3, 1 plus I minus 1.32 is equal to 0. So positive again. So we change the sign. Then this becomes I squared plus 2 times I minus 2.3 times I. So this is negative 0.3 I. Then the 1 minus 2.3 plus 1.32. So that means in total, 1, 1, so negative 3, so 0.02 is equal to 0. So you can see that you can solve this, you can factorize this into I minus 0.1 and I minus 0.2. So that means I is either 0.1 or 0.2. So 10% and 20%. So those two are both answers. So it's not unique. So why it happens? So actually we have the two ways to interpret this cash flow. So think about this $2.3. So it is 1.1 plus 1.2. And now we can see that we have two interpretations. So this $1 become 1.1, so 10% interest, and this 1.2 becomes this 1.32. Then the 10% is totally reasonable explanation for this situation. But if we think about this 1.2 as the result of this $1, $1 becomes $1.2, so 20%. And this 1.1 becomes 1.32. So this is the 20% increase. So we can have the two interpretation. So it's natural to have two solutions. So the answer is not necessary, and sometimes the yield rate is not unique.